so there is trouble ahead for America, and that trouble is on the southern border. So let me go through it with you right now because no one else is reporting this story. So President Trump had a, quote, remain in Mexico program. You may remember that. It was formerly known as the Migrant Protection Protocols, MPP. Took effect January 2019. All right, what it said was that certain foreign individuals entering or seeking admission to the U.S. from Mexico illegally or without proper identification may be returned to Mexico to wait outside of the U.S. for the duration of their immigration proceedings. All right? Now, that meant that if you were caught illegally crossing this border, even if you were seeking asylum, you were a so-called refugee, you would be processed by Border Patrol agents, but immediately sent back to Mexico, where you would wait to see what happened in America. Now, that program stopped most caravans and mass migration to the southern border from Central and South America because people didn't want to wait in Mexico, and they knew that they had to by this program. Well, Joe Biden has changed that. Now, remember, Joe Biden's only been in office 36 days, but he's changed everything at the southern border. So now there are 25,000 migrants approximately waiting to apply for asylum. Right now, right this minute. Most of them are in Texas, on the Texas border. Okay, so Donald Trump said, we don't care where you are. You're not going to wait here. You're not going to be admitted to the USA. Joe Biden says the opposite. We are going to admit you to America, and you can stay here in this country at our expense, taxpayer expense, and wait for your asylum hearing. And even if we catch you coming across the border illegally, all right, even if we catch you, all you have to say is, well, I want asylum, and you're in. So no more returning back to Mexico. So the Biden administration believes that about 125,000 migrants will come into the country this way for the rest of this year. I think it's going to be more than that. But they say about 125,000. They've already admitted a few in, not many. This is just starting. It's just underway. Okay? Now, at this point in America, there are 1,300,000 pending asylum cases. 1,300,000 that the courts have to sift through. So it's going to take 4 or 5 years before you even get a hearing. And then, are you going to show up for the hearing? We don't even have accurate stats we're looking for about how many people show up for asylum hearings. Why don't they show up? Because last year, 2020, 74% of all asylum requests to America were turned down. 74%. And people know that. And they don't want to go back to Honduras or El Salvador or Guatemala or Panama or anyplace else. So they know they have a 1 in 4 chance of winning that asylum. Remember, political asylum means you're being persecuted by your home government in a political way. Not by a drug gang in your neighborhood, not by your brother-in-law, not by people you may not like. That doesn't come under the heading of political asylum. Now, do the migrants understand all this? No, they don't really. What they do understand is it's not easy to get political asylum status in the USA. So, right now, we have a system that is on the verge of collapse because the open border people, and that's what this is all about. So the far left progressive movement doesn't want any restraint on the border. Everybody who wants to come should be able to come, in their opinion. Joe Biden, I don't know what he wants, what his vision is, because he's never said anything specifically about it. You know, I always think about Pope Francis. I always think about him because he's a big take all the migrant, no walls, don't you know. But that you got to understand he has to do that because morally his job on this planet is to help poor people. I mean, that's it. He doesn't get involved with politics or domestic things in each country. Doesn't do that. But if you are a president of the United States, you have to calibrate what's good for most Americans. And this isn't.